students, today we will discuss some numericals based on parallax, significant figures, dimensions and errors. So please see all the numericals. The first numerical, if you see, it is written, the moon is observed from two diametrically opposite points A and B on earth. The angle theta subtended at the moon is 1 degree 54 minute, given diameter of the earth to be 1.276 into 10 to the power 7 meter. Compute the distance of the moon from the earth. Now this is the first question. If you can go through what is given. What the given is that theta subtended at the moon, theta is what? 1 degree 54 minute. Okay. Diameter of the earth 1.276 into 10 to the power 7 meter. And what you have to calculate is that what is the distance of the moon from the earth. So just we have this, see, this is earth, this is moon, and these are the diametrically opposite points, and you all know that this is the angle theta subtended, and say this is basis, this is say x. Okay, now that means basis is the diameter of the earth. Now what is the angle? 1 degree 54 minutes. So we will convert it. So theta 1 degree 54 minute can be written 1 degree at 60 minutes. So 60 plus 54, that means total 114 minutes. Now in 1 second we have the data of 4.85 into 10 to the power minus 6 radian. We have discussed it already yesterday. And now this, if you see 114, we can convert it into what? 60 seconds. Okay, and then multiply it 4.85 into 10 to the power minus 6. So if you calculate it, it comes 3.32 into 10 to the power minus 2 radian. So this is a calculation. This will be the theta subtended. Now very simple, you have to calculate what? The x. So all of you know, we have already made the formula that how x is calculated is that x will be what? B by theta. You remember L equal to R theta. So x will be B by theta. We have made this formula already discussed. So finally x, we are going to calculate what is B is the diameter 1.276 into 10 to the power 7 upon theta 3.32 into 10 to the power minus 2. So if you calculate it by dividing it, it near about comes 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 meter. So this is the distance of the moon from the earth. So got it? How you have calculated? This is the parallax method you have applied. Again I am repeating. You know the angle, you know the basis, B is basis, that is the diameter. You convert the angle into complete what? Radians. How you convert? You have the data of 1 second, how many radian, and then you multiply 114 into 60 because it is in minute, then second, and then you calculate theta, and x is given. So x you have to calculate, B is given, x is this diameter upon theta. So this is how we are going to calculate the distance of any star or a planet from the earth by parallax method. So this question is on parallax method. Now the next question, if you see, next question is based on the percentage error. Now percentage error is one of the easiest error to calculate, and what it is written, a physical quantity x is related to the 4 related quantity a, b, c, d given by the relation a square b cube c to the power 5 by 2 d minus 2. The percentage error in the measurement is given 1%, 2%, 2% and 4%. So you have to calculate the percentage error in the quantity x. It has been asked in a competitive exam also. So very easy. Can you calculate it? You know that how x is related? X is related as a square b cube c 5 by 2 d minus 2. And all of you know how to write it in a relative way. Delta x by x. Okay, now you can, what you can do is directly you can multiply it by 100. Then it is power So 2, remember delta A by A into 100. You remember exponential. Then 3, delta B by B into 100. Then 5 by 2, delta C by C into 100. And then it is minus 2, so always error add. So 2 delta D by D into 100. Remember, you will not take minus because error always adds up. So this will be 2 of delta A by A into 100, 3 of delta B by into 100, 5 by 2 of delta C by C into 100. These are the percent minus 2. So what is delta A by A into 100? It is the percentage error in what? A, it is 1%. Then what is delta B by B into 100? It is 2%, then 2%. What is delta C by C into 100? It is, I think, 2%. And at the last, what is delta D? It is 8%. Oh, 4%. So you will put it like this. Then you get 2%. Then you get 6%. Then 2 cancel out. You get 5%. And then 8%. Are you getting it? So it becomes what? 2 plus 6, 8 plus 5, 13 plus 8, what? 21%. So again repeating, 2%, 1 you have kept here, then 3 into 2, 6, then what? 5 by 2 into delta, that is what? Delta C by C into 100 is what? 2%, then 5. Okay, and at the last we have 2, and then it is what? 8, and it becomes what? 21%. So very easy to get a percentage error. Already you have done a question on the percentage error. So percentage error you can find out with the related quantity. This is always take plus, here it is minus. So this is the question number 2. Okay, then comes question number 3. And this is related with the significant figure. Round the following numbers to 4 significant figures or digits, and you have been given the numbers. Okay, so can you round off these numbers to the 4 significant digits? Listen carefully then, because significant figures are very easy if you go through them properly. So you have to go through each part of its rule. The first one is A. Say it is 7.36489. Now 4 digit, 4 significant. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 4. What is next to 4 is 8. That means it is greater than 5. So you can round off it to what? Can you tell me? 7.36 what? 5. Why? Because 8 is greater than what? 5. So you round up it greater than 5 after the 4th digit. Got it or not? Now the next one, 8.465438. If you see what is the at the 4th digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is the 5th. But what is next to 5th is 4. It is less than 5. So it will remain same. So if I write it for the 4th digit, it will be same. No change in 5, no 6. Because what? Because 4 is what? Less than what? 5. Are you getting it? Because at the 4th, 8 is greater than 5, so you get converted into, but this 4 is less than 5, so you get converted. And then 1, 5, 6, 7, 5, 8, 9. You check it out. Even you can write it 1.5675, okay, 8, 9 into 10 to the power 6 also. Okay, so what is at the 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 is what? 7. Now 7 and next is what? 5. It is greater than 5. And 7 is what? Odd. If you remember odd, so it increases by 1. Okay, so 7 is next to 5. Okay, not on the right, on left. Okay, and it is odd, so odd increases by 1. We have this rule. If it is even, it will remain same, so it becomes 1.567 की जगह क्या आएगा? It will be 8 into 10 to the power 6. I think you got it. So you have to follow the rule. And then the last one, 1.562576. Now see what is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth digit is 2. And 2 is what? Even. So if it is even, it should remain same. So it will be what? Fourth digit up to fourth digit, it will be what? 1.562 only. Why? Because 2 is next to 5 on left. So even number. So it remains, do you know what? Same. This is the rule, we have followed it. So remember, these are the things which are again repeating. For this, it is 8, so it will be rounded off to 5. For this, it is 4, so it will not be rounded out. It is less than 5, so it will be 84.465. Then in this case, it is what? 1.5675889. You have done it like this. But then it is 7 at the fourth, which is a odd on the left. So next value will be what? 568. And here also, if you see at the fourth, it is even. That is on the left of what? 5. So it will remain same. These are the rules which are. So go through significant figures, rules properly and solve out the questions and understand it. Okay. So this is next question. Now the next question is related with what? The dimensions. And this question is that a gas bubble from, you know that an explosion underwater oscillates. It oscillates with a time period t, and then depends upon static pressure P and density of water rho. And then you have to find out the total energy of the explosion, find the expression for time period. Now this is the question which is related with the dimensions. Okay, so we'll solve it. How it is related? Time is, we have to calculate, is proportional to what? Pressure, density and energy. So A, B, C. And you know that the next step is what? K, P, A, rho, B, E, C. K is dimensionless, we all know. Okay, so what is that? What is the dimension? Now we will replace by dimension. We know the pressure dimension. Pressure is force per unit area. So mLT minus 2L square. If you don't remember, you remember, then you can write ml minus 1T minus 2. And then density is ml minus 3. Why density? And energy, I think all of you know, is ml square T minus 2. So these are the dimensions which we can replace. So if I replace it for the time will be m0 l0 t, and pressure is what? ml minus 1 t minus 2a. Density is ml minus 3b, and energy is ml square t minus 2c. Got it or not? Now do you know what you do? Is that you organize ABC. So m will be a plus b plus c, L will be minus a minus 3b and plus 2c, and t will be minus 2a minus 2c. I think this is the way. Are you getting it? M, A, B and C, A, L minus 2a minus 3b plus 2c, and t is this. And now comparing dimensions, we compare dimensions. So what is a plus b plus c here? A plus b plus c is what? 0. Then you say minus a minus 3b plus 2c is also 0. Then minus 2a minus 2c is what? 1. Are you getting it? So we can say that a plus c is what? Minus half from here. So we have these equations 1, 2, 3. So a plus c. You put it here, a plus c here. So what you will get? B you will get half if you put it in first. When you get B half, you put it here, you will get C. I'm going to calculate it 1 by 3. You put it here because A plus C is minus half, so B will get half directly. Then you put it here, and then if you further solve, you will get A minus 5 by 6. So you solve it out. These are the values you are going to get from this. And then put in first. So if you put in first, so this is the first one. So final formula is P to the power minus 5 by 6. rho is what? B is half, and energy is what? C is 1 by 3. So this is the answer which you are going to get it. So please follow it and solve it out from ABC. B is what? Half, C is 1 by 3, and A you will get minus 5 by 6. So this is how you solve the questions. Again repeating, you just make it proportional to the quantities, you put their dimension, you compare their power, solve it out, and finally you put it here and you get, this is to derive the expression by the dimensions. Okay, now we have next question, and this is again related with the dimensions. You know that when you compare right left, you will find out the potential energy of a particle varies with the distance x from the fixed origin, and it is given by this relation, and relation is given, and A and B are dimensional questions. The dimensional formula of AB you have to calculate. So we'll see how we are going to calculate of AB. So AB we are going to calculate from this. So what we have, you have U A root x square plus b. Now what is x given here? Is the distance. So you know that x square plus b, if x is distance, it will be having dimension L square plus b. Certainly, can you tell me what will be the dimension of b? Yes, L square. How? Because we know that it follows what? Homogeneity. You remember the same dimension it will come. So you can get very easily B L square. Now you have to calculate A. What is potential energy? You have the dimension ml square t minus 2. So you put it here. So in place of U ml square t minus 2, A, what is x? It is root what? X is L, and x square plus b will be also what? L square. So are you getting it or not? So you get ml square t minus 2 A, and it will be 2 minus half. So finally ml square t minus 2, and it will be what? 2 minus half. It will be 3 by 2. Okay, 2 to the 4 minus 1. It will be 3 by 2. So A is what? M L2 L 3 by 2 T minus 2. So you can calculate it M L, and it will be 2 to the 4 plus 3. Okay, 7 by 2 T minus 2. You got it A. Are you getting it or not? And in this way, when you get this, you multiply it with B. So A and B will be M L 7 by 2 T minus 2 and L square. So 2 to the 4, 4 plus 7, what? 11. So M 11 by 2 T minus 2. So this is the answer for this case. You can very easily find out that what is the dimension in this case, and this will be the dimension for this answer. Are you getting it or not? Very easy. Homogeneity x square plus b. You got BL square. Then nothing, you put it here, energy A root L, you solve it out, you will get A, and then you multiply. You know that x square plus b will be also L square because homogeneity is followed. So this is the question where we see how to find out the dimension of unknown quantities by taking homogeneity. Now next question is, if velocity v and acceleration a and force f are taken as fundamental quantities, the dimensions of Young's modulus would be. You have to find out the dimensions of Young's modulus among from these four, and you know that this is the question again related with the dimension. That already such type of questions you have done. Y is dependent on these three, so y will be proportional to what? Velocity, acceleration, and f. And you know that the next step is what? This is say x, y, and f, z. These are the dimension. K is what? Dimensionless. We know that it is dimensionless. So Young's modulus is, again, it's a pressure. Young's modulus is what? Force per unit area. So we know the dimension. It will be ml minus 1 t minus 2. Okay, so replacing by dimensions. So when we replace by dimensions, again the same way we calculate it. Young's modulus will be ml minus 1 t minus 2. What is velocity here? Lt minus 1 x. What is acceleration? Lt minus 2y. What is force? mlt minus 2 z. So now we compare it. We organize it first. And what is mass here? It is z. What is L? X plus y plus z. What is t? It is minus x minus 2y minus 2z. See here. L is what? X plus y plus z. T is minus x minus 2y minus 2z. So comparing dimensions, we get three equations and then we solve it out. What is z here? Z is directly 1. X plus y plus z. It is minus 1. And then minus x minus 2y minus 2z is minus 2. So you solve out these equations, you put z1, you will get x and y from this equation. And when you get already z is 1, you will get x as minus 4 if you solve it out and y as 2. So solving these three equations, you will find out the values. And now you put in this first. So when you put in first, you will get the answer that y is k, what is v minus 4, what is a, v is what? X minus 4, a is y, a square, and then f is z, z is 1. So that means your answer is what? K f a square v to the minus 4. So C is the answer where we can find out the value of these three. So very simple, you proportionate it. Any type of quantity can be asked in this way. So you have to answer how to calculate and convert it. Okay. So just comparing and solving these three equations, you get the answer. Okay. Then next question is related with the convergence. If a particular system, the unit of the, that length, mass and time are chosen to be this 10 centimeter, 10 gram, 0.1 second, the unit of force in this system will be equivalent to, you have to find out the unit of force in this system, what it should be. So we know that the mass is given here, that is 10 centimeter, 10 gram, and length is given 10 centimeter, okay, and it is time is 0.1 second. This is for a particular system where we can take N11. Now for M2 we know that it is 1 kg, L2 it is 1 meter, time T2 is what? 1 second, and you have to find N2. So we know that you remember N2 U2 equal to N1 U1, so you have to calculate N2. So N1 U1 by U2, you remember it, and then N1 is 1, U1 will be written as M1 by M2 to the power A, L1 by L2 to the power B, T1 by T2 to the power C. And this is the system you have taken as a force. So we know that force as MLT minus 2. So A is 1, L is 1, B is 1, C is minus 2. From this is because force. So we'll put it here. So N2, what is M1? 10 gram. Okay, what is M2? 1 kg. What is A1? What is L1? 10 centimeter. What is L2? 1 meter. What is T1? It is 0.1 second. What is T2? It is 1. What is this? Minus 2. Solve it out. So 1, 10 gram, 1 kg will be 1000 gram, okay, and 10 centimeter, 1 meter will be what? 100 centimeter, and then this is 0.1, so you even write 1 by 10 to the power minus 2. Solve it out, and 2, you will get the answer from here. It will be 10 by 1000, 10 by 100, and it will be reciprocated, it will be 100. So 100 cancels out, and these 20 also cancels out, and 2 is 1 upon 10. That is 0.1 Newton. Got it or not? So this is the answer. Again repeating, you have to calculate the equivalent unit amount of force You know that these are the given one, and this you have to calculate. You know that NTU2, you put the values here, you write the ABC, then convert 1 kg 1 meter, and then you solve it out. You will get 0.1 Newton. So this is again related with the conversion from one system to the other system, and this can be given in the paper in this way. This is related with it. Now there is another question which is related with the dimension, and this is the position of a particle time t is given by. Now this is also a question which has been asked in a competition, and v naught by a 1 minus e, this is exponential, and exponential have no dimension, where v naught is a constant dimension of v naught and a are. You have to check it which is among the v naught and a. So we will write the relation v naught a 1 minus e minus at. Okay. Now do you know that exponential is exponential, it has its power has no dimension, so a into t is what? Dimensionless. So that means a into t, I can write any constant. What is a? T is what? Time. So what will be the dimension of 1 by t? You can write. So a has t minus 1 dimension. So certainly you got it that a will be t minus 1. Got it or not? And then x and v naught by a should have same dimensions if you see it. Why? By homogeneity. Now x is what? L. V naught. What is a? T minus 1. So what should be v naught? You got it or not? Lt minus 1. So you got both the answers. Very easy. Not sort of this is v naught and this is a. So you can even write it like that, m 0 lt minus 1, and this can be written as m 0 l 0 t minus 1. So check it out, m 0 lt minus 1, m 0 l 0 t minus 1. If you check it out, this first one is itself the answer. What is the m0 lt minus 1? M0. So got it or not? The exponential have no dimension. You will get such type of question. Directly at can be written as dimensionless. That means any number 1, 2, 3, 4, it will be 1 by t. So 1 by t, t minus 1. Then you got this x would be v naught a, and then multiply, you got the dimensions of what? V naught also. So this is the question which has been asked in the exam also. Now the next one. Next question is related with the significant figures. Again, significant figures are very easy. Go through their rules. Okay, the respective number of significant figures for the numbers it has come in the exam for this, this and this are. Now you have to check what are the significant figures for this. Now if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means it has 5. Now for this, it has only 1 because on the left side all are the 0, so you're not in it. So it has only 1. Or are you getting it or not? And then 2.1 into 10 to the power, 10 to the power minus 3, no meaning of this. Then 2 and 1, it has what? Two significant figures. So 223.023 has 5, 0.003 has what? 1, and 2.1 into 10 to the power minus 3 has what? 2. So we have the answer 5, 1, 2. So this is the answer. Got it or not? So very easy, you can find out it in this case how to calculate. Now the next one. Next one is also related. The number of significant figures on this. Now can you tell me? Very easy. 0 is here, 0 is here, 0 is here. So they will not be counted on the left side. So what is the number? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have what? 4. So this is the answer. Very easy. 0, 0, 2, 3, 0, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have 4 significant figures. So very easy, you just have to practice these questions. So these are the questions related with significant. And the last question is related with the error. If you see how we are going to calculate the error. Now there is a question, the mass of the wire is given, length is given, radius is given, and you have to find out the percentage error in the density. Now I think all of you know what is density. Everyone knows mass per unit volume. And what is volume of a wire is a type of a cylinder, pi r square L. Are you getting? It's a wire. Mass is given 10 plus minus 0.5 gram. Length is given 4 plus minus 0.4. centimeter, and radius is given 2 plus point minus 0.2 millimeter. And do you know these the units are different, so no matter of units in the dimension because they are taken in the ratio. So I will write delta d by d. You remember delta m by m. I think all of you remember 2 delta r by r. You know the exponential, and then delta l by l. So you calculated delta m 0.5 by 10, then plus 2 delta r is 0.2 by 2, and delta l is 0.4 by 4. So I think this makes it 0.05, 2 will cancel out, it is 0.2, and then this is 0.1. So what you get is, add them, 0.35. So 0.35 is the relative error, percentage error. If you multiply by 100, then 0.35 into 100, it makes 35%. So 35% is the error in this quantity. Very easy. You have calculated the formula for the density, mass per unit volume. A wire is a form of a cylinder, pi r. Pi has no dimension constant, so MLT. Then you write it in the form of relative error, and then you calculate it. You get 0.35, and then you multiply it with the percentage. So these are the questions related with the dimensions, errors, and significant figures. We'll discuss later on the competitive questions also. Go through them. Significant figures are very easily. Go through their rules and practice the questions. Okay. Thank you, and watch my videos regularly.